Bloggo's POW.
Right, let's look at Mega Planet's Crazy Apocalypse Mad Crazy Games. Righty, this is where it all begins today. This is Mad Planets by Gottlieb, 1982. Credit in there. So you have a 1 or 2 player shoot 'em up where you control a little Toblerone shaped spaceship and you shoot planets. Not particularly original, but no, it's a fun game. The arcade game actually has a joystick for moving the ship around and firing and a spinner for the direction. So this is why on my at least on mine the controls are a bit wonky and my ship's spinning out like, I don't know, Nancy Kerrigan's driving instructor. First thing that came to mind, I'm sorry. But yeah, fun game, and obviously one which had quite an influence on a particular Commodore 64 programmer. So, let's move along. And already you can see the similarities here. This is Crazy Comets, released in 1985 by Martek, written by Simon Nicol, which so I hear put it together as a conversion of Mad Planets, but couldn't find someone willing to get the license, so he went on his own and basically just released a rip-off, which this is. But in my money, this has become more better known than the arcade original, simply because of this cracking Bob Hubbard music. So there we go, it all looks very similar, doesn't it? Now again, I'm going to regret, oh shit, I've already done something wrong. Now, one thing I'm not entirely sure, whereas I have played this before, it's been a long time, I can't remember if you actually can rotate the ship in this one. I'm holding down the fire button and I'm moving stuff around a lot, and but you can see it really is a version of Mad Planets. Oh. And I'm already on to round 2, lovely. Now, it doesn't really seem to be a way to rotate the ship, though. But no, that's fine. Funny story about this. Even though I probably had a copy of it back in the day, on one of those dodgy C90s from Boots, or W.H. Smiths, or wherever you get your blank tapes from. When I saw this on sale, the cover artwork is black and white, but with an orange logo which looks like it's been coloured in by a permanent marker. And I really thought the shop was selling pirated copies, which, you know, I was that close to calling fast. Oh, the massive amounts of irony. The massive amounts of irony. So yeah, it's a good game. We got good write-ups at the time. Not one that I put a lot of effort into until the sequel came out a couple of years later. So we'll take a look at that then next. So here is Mega Apocalypse, released 2 years later in 1987, and this is in my opinion, the best version of the game. So, looks the same so far. And I'm in the wrong joystick port. Yeah, so it looks the same. You now have an auto fire as standard, because if you press the button, you should be able to rotate the ship. It's not doing it for some reason. So yeah, skipping on a bit, I'm having a bit of problems actually rotating the ship. As you can hear, the music is again excellent. It is a remix of the first game's music, but again, I'd say the definitive version. Whereas Crazy Comets stayed just on the Commodore 64, I believe, this was actually converted to the Spectrum and Amstrad as well. Oh shit. Oh crap. That was a comet there. Right, let's have another try. Ah, there we go, that's it. The rotating the ship is actually one of the power-ups you pick up. And you rotate the ship by holding the fire button and moving around. And once you've got that, the auto fire kicks in as well. And makes for a more Mad Planets-like experience. I'm still shit at it, so you know. Now this is 2 players as well. Do like a nice bit of digitised speech. Thinks it's Space Harrier, obviously. But it's a good, clean family fun. I've not played the other versions. I do have a Spectrum now, which I picked up from Level Up Games a couple of weeks ago, and it works fine, but I'm not happy with the RF output on it, so I might get some mad lady who lives near Wales to mod it for me. You know who you are, don't you? Oh shit, setting the fan. So yeah, there we go, Mega Apocalypse. Absolutely cracking game, one of my favourite games from the Commodore 64. But that's not the end of this. There's still something else to look at. And here we have the hidden gem, the missing game, the Mary Celeste. This is Apocalypse 2 for the Super Nintendo. Again written by Simon Nicol and unpublished by Psygnosis. And it looks very familiar, doesn't it? It is a prototype. It was nearly released, I think, and previewed in some gaming magazines. But a 16-bit version of Mega Apocalypse. Controls are a lot easier because on the joypad you can use the, well, say easier, you know, that's a word. Control the rotation of the ship by with the shoulder buttons. Let's have another go. Player 1 was poor. Yes, I know player 1 was poor. Not as bad as the rest of the players. Look at least I got some points. Right. It's 1994, so a good while after the original was released. Oh yeah, you've got to get in there and shoot those plants before they get too big. Perfect round. Yeah, that's more like it, isn't it? Pick up some more meaningless power-ups. I've no idea what these do. Nice if there was like spread weapons or lasers or, you know, it's like Gradius style power-ups instead of sort of meaningless power-ups. Or maybe the final game might have had those sort of things, but sadly it doesn't. Right, let's have another try. Let's see what the other buttons do. Oh, there appears to be some sort of whizzy thing there. Oh, and like Mega Apocalypse, you have to pick up the ability to rotate by the looks of things. And one of these buttons appears to do a missile, which I've run out of. Don't appear to be counted on the screen anywhere. But yes, it's quite good. I don't think it's as playable as Mega Apocalypse. So yeah, it's worth tracking out down. You can find it out there. It's don't think anybody's going to come after you because it's not been commercially released. But it's an odd curio that a game that was so lauded in the 8-bit era, that was so forgotten over the years, nearly made it into a 16-bit console. It's just really bizarre. Next they'll be telling me there's 16-bit versions of I don't know, Booty or Gilligan's Gold or I don't know, Tomania. Still absolutely no idea what any of these power-ups do. Oh, I see, so I've got 4 missiles, so there we go. So let's blast a couple of planets with missiles. But once the planets get big, they start getting harder to destroy. Oh, and I've got a shield as well. Oh, needless to say, it is 2 players as well, which again, it's a nice thing to have, 2 players. The inclusion of the missiles actually really helps. It resets the rotation of your ship on the at the end of each stage though. Yeah, so if you want some pure arcade blasting action, have a go on Apocalypse 2. It's pretty good. So that was a brief look at this series of games. What did you think of them? Did you play them back in the day, or is this the first time you've come across them? Comment below.
Subscribe or naff off!